Hello, darlings. I had to taste my tea because I didn't even taste it before I sat down. But I woke up with something like on my heart and whatever. Nothing negative or nothing like, nothing like crazy or anything. But I think as of recently, I really understand the cycles and everything that I've been going through and that I've been continuing and putting on myself, that's been actually like keeping me stagnant and keeping me, repeating the same things, the same cycles and the same behaviors that will keep me in the same places and why I'm repeating, the same issues or the same problems in my life every single year. So I felt the need to get the message out about, especially now, about cycles and where they stem from and, breaking them and like the triggers for repeating your cycles. Because, you can be on the verge of like fixing and healing from those cycles or, breaking the cycles, but there's definitely a possibility to always get triggered to fall back into them. And I think recently, like probably the other day, but I think what really made me what really had it sitting on like my heart was like when I woke up this morning and like I really feel like I'm moving forward, like from a cycle that I've been repeating for myself. It's not just the dream that I had or anything, or just waking up and thinking about it, but it's been an ongoing thing for the last few days that I've been recognizing and seeing. And basically I see it, I'm really seeing it for what it is. Not like I've never seen that it's been an issue, but I'm just like, I'm really coming to terms with, okay, this is something that, basically what I'm trying to say is that I've been getting opportunities to fall back into the same patterns that I've been doing. That's basically what I'm trying to get at. And I'm recognizing it now though, instead of just falling into it and then doing it, you feel me? And I'm recognizing what it is and I'm taking control. And that's what you have to do. You just have to take control at some point. Like, I feel like people have this thing where they feel like they don't have any control over their life or they don't have no control of what's happening to them. And I just feel like it's so easy to fall in a victim mindset, like, and you can't do that. Like, and my thing as like a black person and black people, that's something that we just choose to run to at every opportunity that we have. And it's like, I don't understand it. Like, cause I never did recognize when I was falling to the victim mindset. When I finally figured out that I was like, whoa. And when I actually took the action to take accountability for everything, even for the worst of worst things that could have happened, that could happen to me or that has happened or whatever, I take full accountability. Because at the end of the day, it wouldn't have happened if I didn't indulge in whatever the case it was, like a bad relationship, a bad situation, an argument, or anything. Even somebody doing something to you. Like, say like you get in a relationship with a guy and whatever, and he's doing all these things to you and you just like don't understand why. Like, why is this happening to me? Why could somebody just treat me this way? And how could he wouldn't be treating you that way if you didn't give him the time of day. It's just simple as that. If you wasn't giving this person the time of day, if you wasn't taking the time to give them your power, giving them all of your energy, or giving them any bit of your life, that shit wouldn't be happening. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be happening. Like, it's that simple. And I just feel like we need to take more accountability with the things that's going on in our lives. Like, being late. Like little stuff. It starts with the simple things. Start very, very simple with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what can I come up with? Let me think. I'll just give an example for some shit that I would do. Like, I wouldn't get something done. This is like from younger stuff, but I wouldn't get something done because of somebody else not letting me know something. So that got in the way of me actually getting the thing done, when it's like it has nothing to do with them even having to get it done with you. Like, you could just simply get it done. But I would just come up with anything. You feel me? Like, find a reason for why something is not getting done or working or whatever. So, anyways, cycles. I feel like we need to start recognizing what our cycles are. Again, I'll use myself as an example because, I mean, I'm here to be open and I'm here to, you know, help others understand themselves by showing y'all how I began to understand who I was and who I am. And I'm still understanding who I am every single day. Like, this year itself made me realize I really still don't even know who I am every single day. Like, I just be like, wow, I didn't even know that. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? Like, who is this bitch? But I've come to terms of realizing that I can be self-destructive. I mean, who isn't self-destructive? But as a Gemini, they say we're self-destructive. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we are. I can be very self-destructive when it comes to dealing with my emotions and stuff. I either don't deal with them, throw them to the back of my brain, and just like go through life and like just doing what the fuck ever. Like, I like to feel the rush. I like to like feel alive when I'm doing stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? So instead of sitting and wallowing and dwelling on some situation or something that has happened, and this is only one of the 10 ways I can be self-destructive, but I'll go drink, or I'll go, let's just keep it real, I'll probably use like sex as a, a scapegoat for my issues and problems. Like, that's a huge thing for me. Like, especially like trying to get over a situation, or shoot, I couldn't even like the motherfucker and I need to go get over what the fuck just happened just to move on from it, just to move on from anything. I either use sex, liquor, just doing whatever, anything that can like help me feel the rush of something, help me feel alive, help me like that rush of excitement and whatever, like dead ass, like I don't know why, it helps me just move the fuck forward. Like, okay, I'm good, on to the next. Like, I don't know why. Like, and it being a pandemic and everything, and it, staying home and, being with my child and just like not being able to indulge in those things the way I need, not that I need to, but the way that I would like to or would have, it's helping me actually deal with a lot of shit. And I'm not opposed to it. It's actually pretty dope because I'm actually dealing with stuff faster and way better than what I usually would. I'm dealing with everything in a better way. And I see myself, instead of being down for 5 days, I'll be down for like a day or two and be able to, get back up and get back to my regular scheduled programming, which is really super dope. Like, it feels pretty good being able to not fall in the same shit like, oh, I'm upset and this thing hurting me so bad, or this thing fucked me up so bad that let me just go and fuck it away. Like, I have so many things at my disposal to fall into the same cycles that I usually would when I'm in a bad space or a bad place or having to deal with like emotions and everything. it's just pretty, you know, it's pretty straightforward, like now just being alone, and like you just have to deal with it. Like just feel them out, like, and let them go. Like the biggest thing that I've learned from somebody, it was this lady I used to work with at the bar, and she was like super like empathetic. Like she was a Cancer, of course, and she like, you could tell that she felt you, like she felt what was going on. Like she sees right through your shit. Like, and nobody can really like, yeah, I'm cool, I'm fine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can really know something's going on with me unless I really say something, or like if I'm on social media saying some shit, and like my friends that know me would decode it, be like, all right, bitch, what's wrong? What's going on with you? But her, she was different. I really miss her, actually. I need to call her. But she knew that I was going through a lot of emotions and why I was inside a particular situation. She knew I didn't want to be in that situation, and she knew that like that's not where I wanted to be, or you know, not like the person was doing anything to me, but she could tell that I was doing it and being inside of it as a result of not dealing with the real shit that's within me. You feel me? And she was like, you know, I know you're just going through a lot and everything, and I can tell and I can feel it in your spirit and da 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 da. And she was like, you need to let go and release the things that are bothering you. You need to actually feel these things, because I can see that you're not processing them. I'm just like, what, girl? What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? Like, and I worked at a bar, so you know I was drinking. Like, to help. You know what I'm saying? Just to help be in the bar, just to help deal with emotions. Like, when I worked in the bar, going to work was like really like almost a therapy. Like, I'm not saying it was good therapy, but at the same time, like, it was like a healthy balance, because me being social actually helps me. Like, me being social and being able to like block out the things that is going on and talk to people, and you know, being inside of a bar is such a different game. Like, you're being there for other people that can't stay home and deal with their own shit. That's why they're in this bar drinking. People go to bars, especially the older people that goes there every single day, or that goes like all the time, whatever. They're dealing with some deep shit. Like, and you won't know until you actually work in a bar and being a bartender. Like, not at the big, you know, club bars and shit, but you know, like the intimate bars where people just coming in and, you know, they all know each other, like a little community that constantly comes to the same bar and kick it together and everything. We all was dealing with some shit. That's why we were there. You know what I'm saying? They come in those bars and they're like literally drinking their problems and feelings away. Like, I don't think you understand how many people I have seen die from just being in the bar every day because they didn't want to deal with their shit, but they just drinking their alcoholics. I used to work, I think I worked one morning at the bar, and people were there right when it opened. Like, first of all, why is the bar opening at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning? And why are you drinking this early? Like, what the hell is going on? Like, what's up? Like, obviously you know something. You do not need to drink at 10 o'clock in the morning. I never drank that early because my hours were like in the afternoon or whatever, nonetheless. When she was talking to me and telling me, you know, that she felt what was going on, she feels everything that's going on with me right now, basically. And she could tell because, you know, I'm being inside a bar, I'm drinking, I'm taking shots and everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm working, I'm doing my thing. And, like, in the midst of her telling me all this, I just feel like my chest, my face just get hot. I'm acting like I don't know what she's talking about, but I know exactly what she's saying. And then she was like, you need to release these things and you need to, you know what I'm saying, deal with them and release them and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I broke down, started crying. I'm like, how? Like, how do I even do that though? How do I, like, you know what I'm saying, release them? Like, I don't know how to do that because I hold stuff in so much. Like, I hold them in so, like, it's crazy how much you don't realize how you hold things in that bothers you. But me, I was a professional. I hold things in and, like, you would never be able to get shit out of me, and I would just force myself to move forward, you know what I'm saying? But I would never deal with those things, so it would fuck me up. And it will come out with the next person that I'm dealing with, or even just friends or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Bust out crying. And she was like, you need to understand that you can have feelings, feel them, and let them go. Now that might not sound like shit to anybody, to y'all or whoever may be, but to me, that sounded like, whoa. What? I didn't know how to do that. Like, I just didn't know. I didn't know how to do that. And I'm still learning how to be that person. Now, I will say now, before when I used to hold stuff in, I didn't say a lot. Like, I didn't say how somebody made me feel. I didn't, elaborate on how it was hard for me to open up and to be open and vulnerable with people, because I just never really liked it to. Like, I feel like nobody cared anyways. I feel like, a lot of stuff that happened in my life, how people showed their care to how I felt in my emotions, and you know what I'm saying? I just never was expressive about how I felt, and I was always like that since I was a little kid. Like, now, bitch, I'm gonna tell you everything. Don't think you'll get shit past me. If you piss me off, I'm going off on that ass. Don't try it. It ain't happening. It's over with now. Anyways, she tells me that, whatever, and I feel like it was like the craziest thing. Like, I've never heard anybody just say, like, release, let it go. It was just crazy to me. So, back to cycles, because I'm pretty sure I just steered completely off of what I was trying to say, because I don't even remember, but I've seen myself trying to fall back into them, right? And it's been something that's been adamant in these last few days. Like, that's been showing me, like, girl, don't do it. But it's the other Gemini, like, you want to, come on, do that shit. It's gonna make you feel good. But honestly, I was thinking about it. I'm just like, it's not gonna make me feel good. Like, it's just gonna put me in the same position that I was before, and that's gonna cause a plethora of other shit just to fall apart, So my thing is about cycles is, you have to learn your cycles, man. You have to understand that you cannot keep falling into these same cycles. And if you feel like that you're stagnant, or you feel like you've been in the same place constantly every single year, every single, every couple of months or whatever, you have to recognize, like, what's going on. Why do you keep ending up in the same place, okay? Why do you keep ending up in the same place or in the same situation that's bringing you these feelings and ending up why are you having these feelings? Why are you ended up in these places and these situations with people? You know what I'm saying? Why is anything that's going on in your life? So, my biggest thing is, I learned that I kept repeating the cycle when every time I get hurt, or every time I get, in a bad situation with people, like, of course, relationships, whatever. I don't like talking about my relationship life or whatever. It's so annoying to me, but it's my fault. It's all me. It's my faults. Because I'm repeating the same cycles. Okay. So I'm going to take control. I'm going to take motherfucking control. You're not going to do this anymore, okay? I'm talking to myself. I have a few different cycles. My biggest cycle that's causing me problems is relationships, partnerships, whatever the case may be. I can't go into destructive behaviors when something I feel like is bad is happening to me or that I feel like I'm being done wrong. Instead, I need to break the cycle. I need to recognize that, you know, I need to recognize that, you know, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. Because what I've seen happen is when I fall into these cycles, my life doesn't really get anywhere that I needed to go. And it's like, I always question why. And it all goes back to the same repetitive thing. So my thing is to recognize where your cycle is that's keeping you from going places. Mine always have to deal with relationships, sex, partnerships, and all of that. So for me to get control of that, I need to just cut it all out completely. Flat out. The best way to break the cycle is one, recognize it, see where it's coming from, see what's triggering you to fall into that cycle, right? So mine is coming from, like I said, dealing with people, dealing with others, feeling like I'm being wrong or something bad is happening, being done to me, right? And why I always end up getting in those spaces where I feel like I'm being wrong is because the people I'm choosing to deal with. And it's not even like I'm dealing with them on even a whole relationship base. I'm just hopping into shit. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going into something because of something else that's making me upset or bothering me. You feel me? I gotta stop doing that. Because guess what? That's gonna affect me in my work life. That's gonna affect me emotionally because I'm not dealing with my emotion on like a realistic base. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not actually dealing with my emotions. I'm just coding them with something that's temporarily making me feel good or feel alive, you know? When I tell you, after I had this baby, man, she didn't put me on a whole nother type of life trail. Like it's the best thing that's happened, but it's just so funny that that was my last cycle. This, after her, that made me realize I gotta break this cycle because I will not. Saturn was like, oh, you want to keep repeating the same things after I just told you? You was inside some bullshit for like 3 years that you wasn't even supposed to be in? So you're gonna do it again? Okay. Here you go. Boop. Baby. Now, Saturn's not always like negative. Like, she's not negative. She's just making me realize, like, okay, last time that I repeated the same thing that I was repeating over the years, he really made it clear that I have to like fix it. I need to fix myself. I need to break the cycle. Break it, okay? Break the cycle. Break it. It's a process. It's definitely a process. But I feel like I'm at the point where now I really see it for what it is, and that I got it. I got it. Saturn, I got it. Okay, I got it. I'm at the point where it's like, it's time for me to be like, all right, I want to break this. I want to break this. I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to feel what I'm going through. I want to actually move on. I want to feel better. I want to control what is happening in my life, because if you don't have control, the universe is going to take control of it for you, okay? And she ain't going to be nice about it either. I'm just tell you right now. She ain't gonna be nice about it. It ain't nothing nice to be about. You know what I'm saying? If you keep falling and busting your face open and doing the same thing after you just bust your face open 5 other times and you ain't gonna learn, she gonna let you know. Be like, all right, I told you. Saturn, come on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. So my message for you guys today is to learn your cycles. Learn and understand what it is that's keeping you in a place where you feel like you're stagnant at. Whatever it might be. It could be, you know, the way you eat, maybe. It can be relationships. It can be business things to why, you know what I'm saying, something's not working out when it comes to work and stuff. you know, friendships. It can be a plethora of things that you can fall into cycles and that's keeping you, you know, going, doing the same thing over again. You feel me? Like, there's also, don't fall to the triggers. Don't fall to the triggers. Woo, when I tell you, I was gonna say my phone been going, but I can't fall into the, you know, the temptation of the cycles. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I want to. It's at the point where before I used to want to, I used to be like, okay, I'm looking for it. Now I'm actually like, I don't need it. That's not what I need. I don't need the liquor. I don't need anybody to help cope my feelings for me or to make me feel some type of way that I can't make myself feel, you know? She is so funny. I don't need that stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, so recognize your cycles, see what they stem from. They could always stem from like stuff that happened for you when you were a child, or, you know, stuff that people has done to you that make you fall into cycles and stuff. I know that the reason why I fall into that cycle, because that's what I fell into when I had my childhood relationship or whatever. After I actually broke off and like cut him off after being with him for like 7 years, I fell into this terrible cycle of the same exact thing. It's just, it was bad. And I don't, like, I'm ready to break it. So it's been seven years of the same shit. I'm done. I'm good. Like, I see it. Okay, I'm cutting the cycle, baby. Recognize your triggers to your cycles. Recognize what your cycles are. Learning where to stem from. Y'all got some homework to do, okay? Even when the world opened back up, y'all got some work to do, honey. Cycles, breaking them. Where they stem from. I keep repeating it because I really want y'all to know. Like, I really want y'all to figure it out, and I really want y'all to, like, work on it. Just work on it, because, like, I see a new light for me, and it's like I just got a new blessing, like, the day before. No, yesterday. I got a new blessing, and I feel like that came to me because I'm recognizing what's going on in my life, and I'm recognizing that I need change, and that I'm actually making effective change to get in better places with myself and in my life. And I'm taking control. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, once y'all start understanding that you can have more control over your life and taking more accountability to the things that are happening to you and that are occurring consistently in your life, you know what I'm saying? Good or bad. You have good cycles and you have bad cycles, but figure out what's the ones that's keeping you in a stagnant place. Why is this marriage not getting somewhere? Why every year when I'm trying to do this is not happening? You know what I'm saying? It's real simple. It's real simple. But we breaking cycles, baby. We breaking curses, generational curses. We breaking the cycles, and we are starting anew, okay? We are starting anew, and we're doing things different, all right? And that's just what it is. I hope I got the message out to somebody, though, because, whew, baby, I definitely got the message. I'm happy about it, though. But y'all have a blessed one. Mommy gotta go be a mommy now.